Very good morning to one and all. I welcome back you once again to my YouTube video under this beautiful sunshine of today's morning, and today I'm going to discuss about the stark reality of Indian education system, which is given by the NSS 80th round survey of education. And it has talked about this. It has talked about the huge financial burden which Indian families or households are facing because of the fees charged in the private schools and as well as in the tutoring. If I talk about the enrollment in the private schools and the urban areas, so definitely the urban areas enrollment in the private schools is much higher than that of rural areas. 51% at the national level are enrolled in the private schools. 31% are enrolled in the government schools and 11% are enrolled in government aided schools. Meanwhile, at the rural areas, around 25% of students are enrolled in private schools. At the urban areas, it is around 56% of students are enrolled in private schools. If I talk about the expenditure charged towards families, the expenditure in the government schools in the rural areas range from 708 rupees to 16,000 rupees at the secondary level and 708 rupees at the primary level. Meanwhile, government schools in the urban areas are charging around 800 rupees at the primary level to 17,000 rupees at the secondary level. Now, this is something different. The main thing goes to private schools, and these private schools expenditure range from 17,000 to 34,000 at the rural areas, and it is ranging from 20,000 rupees to 50,000 rupees in the urban areas. That means 20,000 from the primary students and 50,000 from the secondary level student. And if I talk about the private coachings, survey also reveals that around 25% of students at the rural areas and 33% of students at the urban areas are also taking private coachings or the private tutoring. And this is also charging rupees. Almost 50,000 rupees of students are also going towards this private tutoring or private education or coaching, whatever we say. So this huge financial burden of a normal student of class 12th. So the whole financial burden per year is going around somewhere average to 70 to 75,000 rupees, including both school fees and private coaching fees. So this is just a national average. If I talk about elite schools in the cities like Gurugram, cities like Delhi, so this expenditure goes to several lakhs, not 1 or 2 lakhs, but it goes to 15 lakhs, 20 lakhs, even 30 lakhs. Just leave this. This is just for some rich people. The 86th Constitutional Amendment Act of 2002, if I talk about it, talks about the free and compulsory education from the age group to 16 years to 14 years. Meanwhile, National Education Policy of 2020 wants to expand this vision up to 2030, that it should cover the age group of 3 years to 18 years. That means it is talking about the compulsory education up to class 12th. That will definitely increase the literacy rate of India as well, and also decrease the gender gap in the education system. But we need reforms in this education system. We need to decrease this financial burden, because household consumption survey also reveals that education, that it also reveals that the fees charged at the primary level in the government at the primary level in the private schools is almost or roughly equal to the household incomes of India's 5%, poorest 5%. So this is a stark reality, and we need reforms. We need to provide quality education system in the government schools, because parents are struggling to send their children to a quality education system, and that's why they are sending their children to private schools, and private schools enrollment is been continuously increasing for the last many decades. And this enrollment is going to be increased if we do not provide a better or qualitative education system in the government schools. A proper environment or the ecosystem must be developed at these government schools, so that students' overall development must be there. Extracurricular activities, sports ecosystem, even the proper facilities should be there. Conditions should not be like that has happened in the Rajasthan schools, where it was completely dilapidated and several children died under the rooftop of the school when it was completely when it was broken out due to the monsoon season. So we need to have a better reforms. We need to decrease this financial burden over the families, because the quality education is just become a privilege only to the rich people, but not for the poor people. Jai Hind.